AI caster Ammara Aftab, and you are watching Pro AI Talks. So basically, Pro AI Talks is all about to discuss the insights, what is happening in Pakistan, and what the AI experts in Pakistan are doing different kind of innovations. So without ado delay, I would love to introduce our today's guest, who is the CEO and founder of People Insight, having a 15 years of experience in HR and specialization in digital transformation and AI strategy. So welcome aboard, Farhan Qazi.
Thank you very much, Ammara. And I'm glad that I'm part of that AI podcast.
You are welcome. So, I would love to know more what exactly you do, because I just introduced about you, but how your department like HR is integrating AI, and I would love to know more, or the people want to know more how you are doing.
So I've been in that industry from last 15 years, and in the past we are not using that terminology AI a lot. We used to say automation. So it's mostly HR automation, systems implementation. So I used to work with TCS Pakistan. It's one of the largest logistics company.
Nice.
And there we have implemented human capital management system, which automates the data of 6,000 employees. And that includes their attendance management, leave management, and everything. So that is one of the domain which is automation. And this is what we have done in the past. So nowadays we are doing the same thing, but the only difference is that we are using systems, we are using applications, because in the past we have to develop those applications and systems. Now we have plug and play applications and systems are available. So what we do, we used to work as a consultant. So my role is a functional consultant, apart from my soft side, which is human resource management consulting. There is a digital side. So whatever we do in a management side, we digitalize it through the applications, and this is where AI comes, because now it's a time of AI. It's artificial intelligence. So now AI for me, it's all about moving from automation to augmentation.
And when did you realize that you should shift your or you should integrate AI into your department?
So it's not like it's a kind of a buzzword right now, AI. Most of the time for me, I'm a master's in computer science back in 2005. That was first of my education. At that time, AI was just a research. AI, we used to talk about, okay, there was a generative AI, there was a robotics, there will be fast computers. You have a laptop which is highly capable of doing things. So for me, it is something which always been there, but we never thought about it, the revolution. So back in 2015, if you ask me, I've been traveling. I got another fellowship in Japan as well in 2017. And in 2015, I was traveling. In 2017, I got a fellowship in Japan. And in Japan, I found out the applications which are far better than implemented in Pakistan. So they are thinking ahead. So there I start realizing the power of AI, because they are starting and opting AI ahead of us. So from there I start preaching that thing. One of my area of expertise to train people. So last year I trained around 200 people on AI for line managers. Because people don't know about, it's not about applications on mobile and digitalization, it's about your mindset first.
Exactly. So acceptance, because acceptance is the mandatory thing. In which a lot of people are facing the challenge of it.
So if you are not thinking, for me AI is like, if you're not thinking systematically, even I give you a best system like SAP or Oracle, you don't find out the value in it. But if you start thinking systematically, because there's a number of organizations, when we're working with those organizations, there's IT department, they have the best ERP, they have the applications, they have AI strategies there, digital strategies there. But the usage of that is highly dependent on line managers, highly dependent on people. And this is where I start working, because I used to being a bridge between management and technology.
Nice.
So this is where we start working on a mindset for a management side, and for a technology, making things easy to adapt it by the people and the line managers.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, today's topic is about AI in workplace, as you have the expertise of both domain like HR and AI. So, from this, like initially, I would like to know like how we can integrate AI into workplace.
So for the starter, as we all know, the process in organization is to hire people. And today in a large organization, if you are hiring people, let's take example in Pakistan, there is an organization like IBX is a large IT organization. And if they are supposed to hire 3,000 people a year, let's say, so for 3,000 people, you have to go for at least 10,000 or 9,000 CVs. So you can't do that thing manually. So the first step is to integrate that in your processes. So hiring is the first process. Then you have onboarding, performance, feedback, engagement of people through AI applications. And there are multiple applications which we can use, which we'll discuss later on in today's postcard. The idea is that you have to see the opportunity at the workplace where automation and augmentation can be done, where there is no need of human intelligence and you can replace it through artificial intelligence. Because human intelligence have a limitations. Human intelligence get exhausted. It get exhausted. You can't work 24 hours. But artificial intelligence, supercomputers, robotics, they can work for 24 hours and they don't complain as well. The most important thing.
They don't take any breaks.
Yep.
Anyways, so how AI personalizing the onboarding process?
So onboarding process is something where you need to train a lot of people. You have to tell them what are the do's and don'ts of our organization, what you can do, what you can't do. So for that, if you can do, for example, your organization in Pakistan, let's say if you have an organization and it is scattered like banks. So the banking organizations have places all over the Pakistan. Let's say you have 20 cities and you have onboarding 20 people in those 20 cities. So you can't go everywhere and train the people. For that, you need a smart learning management system with the capability of AI. LMS is always there, but now the capability of AI is to engage the person, to engage a new joiner. So the new joiner don't feel like, okay, nobody is there or it's only a system, I'm getting bored. But with the AI touch, with the artificial intelligence touch, you can like a digital learner trainer
how
will be
you
there.
can give that touch if there is a LMS and definitely a new hire, like a new employee, if any company wants them to train and there is a bot, so definitely sometimes it happens that they will get bored. So what AI can do that?
So these are the areas of the chat bots, and these are the areas where the interactive bots are working. So what we can do, we can gamify that thing. So make it more interesting for the human. For human, it's more about if I just train you, okay, one slide, second slide, third slide, you are feeling bored. And
definitely.
You can say, okay, or you just skip it through. But if make it a game and there's a bot is with you and the bot is engaging you, and
you
then
will get some points.
And you get some rewards and incentive later on. So maybe you can get some kind of merchandise later on from that organization where you are working. So, and on completion of that, so onboarding along with the bot, and bot is assessing you.
Yes.
So this is where it increases, and then it's efficiency. You can't go to 20 cities for onboarding. Yet people are doing this thing right now, but it's very highly time and cost and time consuming and cost consuming as well. And doing business in Pakistan is pretty expensive. So these AI and digital technology can reduce your cost and doing of your business.
And as of you discuss about the gamification, I had a podcast with one AI expert from USA, and he is the CEO of that company. He basically, what he did, he created a gamification and a kind of gamification in which when because that in that countries, if someone wants to buy a cycle, but the parents cannot afford it, so if that kid will play that game, so he or she will get some rewards, bitcoins, okay, some digital coins, so he or she can buy that. And what he did, he created that for the kids, and then when the kid will go to their parents and they will say, okay, we can afford a car or a bike or bicycle, so parents will get more interest in that too. So the gamification in AI is amazing.
Yep.
Anyways, let's move on to that. Like, what do you think, like, how does AI can improve the document management system?
So documentation is something which is the first thing we automate in any organization. It's the most easiest thing. Why? Because there's a less human involvement in that area, and documentation is something which you need a paperless and paper-free environment. So in the past, we just do automation. We don't use the AI algorithms to retrieve the documents and to find out the insights out of that. So the only difference right now is that we are not doing the documentation management system, but we also use AI. Just like, for example, the simple application is you upload the PDF. So for example, now you can upload the PDF in ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to analyze for you. So ChatGPT not only save that document for you, but also identify some information and insights. So insight is something which is more important than information, and that's the name of my company as well.
And do you think that if we give such kind of data, maybe a finance data or any kind of data, so is it encrypted?
So it's up to that we can discuss about data security. So if you are using an open source or software or applications like ChatGPT, then there is always security issues. And there is always a problem of the data security. But that's where we start implementing AI in organizations and create and replicate same kind of application which are only controlled in your organization. So you have to start using some APIs of
and we can use the LLM.
Yeah,
as well.
and use in your organization and make it more secure, and data security is more important in that area.
Awesome. So, how AI can improve the efficiency in HR? What do you think?
So the first thing first, if I'm gonna implement something to improve the efficiency, there is a one thing which is very common in human resources and employee relationship. There is inquiries. So the two, if just imagine if there are organization like K Electric. So there's a 10,000 people are working in K Electric. So on a daily basis, those employees must have some inquiries. Somebody needs their pay slip, somebody needs their leave understanding, somebody wants to apply for something, somebody needs some letters from you from HR. So there must be some, if out of 10,000, ideally there could be a potential 100 or 200 inquiries can come on a daily basis. And if there is a person who is responding on email or managing on email or using a simple system without any chatbot, then it is extensively heavy, and you don't need one person, you need more than one person to handling these inquiries.
Yeah.
So the first thing first you can implement there is a robotic process of chatbot. And that chatbot, in just like a customer services, that is for the employee services. So employee services, I just go to the chatbot and I just write it down. I need my salary slip, and that chatbot, based on that robotic processes, which we are written by the IT professional.
You have to feed the data for it.
Yeah, data is always there.
Yeah.
You know, 10,000 employees, data is always there.
Okay,
so you just need to retrieve the pay slip of that person. Then that person say, okay, I need a letter to submit in the bank. So that chatbot can give you the letter for that. So almost that inquiries kind of a work will be automated through chatbots.
Even I recently explored ChatGPT customized builder basically in that, and you can create your own AI assistant bot.
Yes.
And any company can, let's suppose if we talk about the HR, so the HR department, because as not everyone can learn prompt engineering, so anyone from the HR department can learn it and do the prompting for the HR system, and they can share basically the link to their employees, and any of the employee can use that link via ChatGPT, and they can ask whatever they want to ask. Let's suppose if we feed about like yearly holidays or leaves and everything, so when you share that link to the employees, so they can just ask from that bot. So that is basically a customized AI bot in chatbot.
Yep.
So what are the ethical considerations should companies keep in mind by using the AI stuff?
So this is like you asked about the efficiency. So you can improve the automation of HR operations and improve the efficiency. At the same time, these chatbots and AI bots can use for advisory purpose as well. You can ask for you can just discuss something with that chatbot, and that chatbot have a data of the whole organization, and so there is the issue of the data privacy. So there are the layers then come what you can share with an employee and what you can't share with an employee.
Yeah.
So there you have to start segregating the ethical side and the data privacy side in the
And I think for that we companies should like customize some kind of softwares, and definitely they will give some access to XYZ employee and some access to the higher management of that. Because if we talk about the open AI or any open resource, so the data is public, so anyone can ask from it.
Yeah, but the problem can be arise when there is a generative AI. So even if you can implement a customized generative AI application in your organization, that AI application is learning only not from you but all the employees.
Yes.
So there are the possibilities. Then there's that AI bot start sharing the information. So it's not about now open AI or a close AI or a customized AI chatbot. It's all about when there is a generative AI application in your organization which is customized for your organization.
Makes sense.
Now that is learning from you.
Yeah.
So there is one employee who's very much positive of the organization, but there's another employee who's negative about the organization. So that chatbot start learning both sides. And if I ask for the advisory, or maybe I'm a new employee, and if I ask about the organization culture, so now the data I have is a positive and negative. So what kind of data should the chatbot would be sharing? This is where the algorithm and we have to see the
Can we control
consideration.
that too?
Yeah, we can control by making some when these IT professionals are doing a programming algorithm writing for AI, there they can do some check and balance. But again, then the generative AI concept would be
You cannot stop generative AI.
generative
actually.
AI. So if you go for ideal generative AI, then you should not stop that. If you go for a controlled or a narrow AI kind of a thing, then you can control this thing, because then it becomes automation. It's not a generative AI. Remember,
sense.
there is a difference then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what kind of application would you like to share here at this platform? AI applications
For the workplace.
for the workplace, yes.
So for the workplace, if we just for a research and development, for employee learning, for employee self-learning, I think ChatGPT and Google Gemini is one of the best right now available, with huge data pointers are available in those. The problem is organization have to train their employees how to use both of the applications effectively,
makes sense.
rather
Yeah.
than just talking to that application and getting nothing and just wasting a time.
Even I recently
Yeah.
had a corporate AI session with one of the amazing, or you can say that the food industry, and I tell all the people that there was a hands-on practice, okay? And then when I was telling them, okay, you have to open this and you have to explore this and that, and everyone was like, seriously? We have the chat GPT and we never explore it.
Yep.
So everything, it depends. If there is a will, there is a way.
Yep.
So that's totally depends on that. And what are the latest advancement in AI for the virtual meeting assistants?
So in a virtual meeting, you have Zoom is always there as it is one of the first mover. Now Zoom convert itself to a Zoom workplace. So if you just update your Zoom right now today, it will become Zoom workplace. So that tells a lot about that virtual meeting assistant is now. It's not only the video conferencing. It's not only the video conferencing. Now it becomes a workplace. Zoom workplace. And why Zoom workplace? Because whatever we are doing, just like we are right now, we are in a discussion. If we are having this discussion is on a Zoom workplace, it will be recording not only the video but the transcripting as well.
Awesome.
So each and everything which we are saying, it will, and then out of that transcripting, it making a notes as well. and then you have some you can use some of their application which includes insights you can share that how many, if you implement that thing in an organization, you can find out how many number of hours people are investing in that area, what kind of notes are coming, and also you add some of its add-ons which can help you to make a meeting notes, and that meeting notes you can send to all of the group members. The same feature is already available in Microsoft Teams, because Microsoft Teams is a second mover after Zoom, but they just capture the market because they're already in the organization, so they understand the meeting minutes importance. So that is already in place. And same thing is you can implement any other workplace virtual
and
meeting.
I think OpenAI recently released about ChatGPT for Omni, and I have seen one of their video. They were doing a video conferencing basically, and there was a meeting, and the bot was talking to them as well, and the bot was also scripting all the meeting notes.
Yep.
So it was making a meeting minutes as well.
It's only making a minutes, and also the bot will be sooner or later the bot is part of your meetings.
Yeah.
So you just
actually in that the bot was the part of a meeting.
Part of the meeting, but now that bot can give you some suggestion based on the discussion.
Yeah.
So this is what is that human intelligence will be used by those chatbots and AI. So this is where you can compare the artificial intelligence with the human intelligence. So maybe as a human intelligence, I forgot some meeting minutes. Maybe we can drag the meeting in some other angle. So that bot can help us to discipline that meeting and taking care of all of the meeting minutes.
Wow, this is another perspective or another point of view actually.
Yep.
So what do you think, like how AI is being adopted in Pakistan?
So in Pakistan, as we know that AI have some there are basic things which we need in AI. One is the big data, so data capturing capability. Second is the quality of human resources or talent, people who can make things happen in AI. So the talent development in AI. And the third area is infrastructure. As far as in Pakistan is concerned, we are working in that area. We are progressing in all three of areas. The first thing, we need to capture more and more of data.
Yeah.
So we have to be more data driven. And there are organizations, but in a public, if you can see, you don't find a lot of data driven application. But in organizations, they are implementing SAP. Every next organization is implementing SAP. Every next organization is now implementing Oracle or automated, etc. So it's a first thing which Pakistani organizations are adapting very well. The second area is the infrastructure and IT infrastructure. Yes, the cost of IT infrastructure for ideal AI environment is very much high. So organizations usually, if there is a private organization, they have to find out the ROI before implementing those IT infrastructure. Where in a public organization, they can implement and they can have a best of the best IT infrastructure because they have a huge funds available.
Exactly.
The most important area before if you have big data available and then you have a good IT infrastructure is available, but still the most critical part is talent availability.
Yes.
So still I think we are in an era where the freelancers are mostly interested into a graphic designing or a content writing or a web development, and they are earning millions in out there, and they are happy in that area. But AI need some extra skill sets. AI need data engineers. AI need people.
Even AI can create the websites now, can do the designing as well, and even AI soon. AI will be editing a podcast, the videos. So I think these people will also be replaced by that if they will not upskill themselves.
If they don't upskill themselves as AI engineers or AI people, because as you rightly said, these skills will be automated through AI. So they need to learn that skills which can help to automate that skill. That will increase their efficiency and their business as well.
Definitely.
So I think that third area is critical to develop the AI-centric talent across Pakistan in the major cities or wherever, and specifically those people who are already working, as I said, and they are happy. So they are happy with working on a Work or Fiverr, or people are working in software houses.
They need to think
even in the software houses, if people are working and they are working on the similar application from last, let's say, 5 years or 10 years, so it's time to upgrade themselves or add a new skill set.
Yes.
As I always said, you have to learn at least one new skill set every year where you are zero.
Makes
For
sense.
example, if you are a web developer and you don't know about data engineering, you are zero in data engineering. So start learning data engineering today. After 1 year, you are becoming well developer plus data engineer.
Okay.
And you can become a data engineer by learning online. Interestingly, you just need to have a good searching and researching.
So, what kind of challenges you are seeing in Pakistan while adopting the AI in the organization?
So one of the challenge, as I said earlier, we have that talent. That talent is a challenge. We don't find a relevant talent for artificial intelligence, and or either our artificial intelligence talent which are very good, those who know how to make things automated and augmented, they are going outside Pakistan. So that is one of the challenge. The speed of getting upskill yourself is a challenge. Secondly,
How they can upskill themselves if we specifically talk about the HR industry. So how a HR person can integrate, or if he or she wants to integrate AI into their domain, so what should be the first step to learn? What do you think?
So for HR people, there is a two kind of responsibility. First responsibility is to helping organization to get that relevant people with the AI mindset and artificial intelligence skill set. And second is to upgrade him or herself. So to start getting, I think they have to go for the open source courses or like Coursera. Even see generative. The beauty of generative is if you don't know about a generative AI or AI, you can ask to the AI bot,
Right.
and that AI bot help you to develop yourself.
Exactly.
So for me, artificial intelligence in the past is more automation and augmentation. But when I start learning generative AI, the first thing which I do, I start learning through ChatGPT about generative AI.
Makes sense.
Because it's an application, it helps me to learn that thing very fast. Last year when I have conducted number of sessions for line managers on AI at the workplace and using the prop engineering, I upskill myself through ChatGPT actually.
Exactly. I
asked-
have the same story when I was starting the journey of AI. So I asked ChatGPT from this is my past experience. From where should I start?
Yeah.
So then I get to know. Okay, I should go from this to this, and then I learned from Coursera, from LinkedIn, and there's a lot of certifications in HR as well in AI, and that was a very amazing journey. Even now, if someone asks me, and if I am busy. So someone asks me, okay, I'm from this department, what should I do? And if I'm busy, so I just tell them, go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT because you have ChatGPT, you have Gemini, you have Claude, you have a lot of things.
Lot of stuff.
Just try to explore. So if we talk about the exploration, so what kind of opportunity do you see if we integrate AI into our organization?
So for HR person, as I said, they have to go and upskill themselves, and the first thing first is to get to know about what is happening. And one of the course which I recommend is through a LinkedIn Learning. They can go for a master in digital transformation. There are around 38 courses which are available in that area. So most of the organization now have a LinkedIn accessibility of learning. So you just go and do that course as a HR profession, and at the workplace you have to start exploring new options. Find out the small processes to automate. Find out the small processes. For example, implement the chatbot.
Yes.
If you are in HR and there is no chatbot still, and you are answering each and every person, even in your small organization or in a large organization, doesn't make any differences. The process is the same. So once you start that journey of, okay, let's implement a simple chatbot. Or if you can't implement yourself, ask someone to come and learn through that process.
Yeah.
So these are the starting point, and then you can have a strategy, AI strategy for hiring. So whatever people you are gonna hire, for example, in next 1 year, just like in the past, we can see the tech side of a person.
Yes.
Does that person know how to run the Excel, how to run the laptop? Now you have to start asking a question: does that person know about the generative AI?
Yeah.
Does that person know about the
AI tools
AI
in
tools?
HR especially?
in HR or whatever hiring you are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So does that person use AI in marketing research?
Yeah.
So
AI in supply chain.
so add these questions in your hiring questionnaire.
Yeah.
So the future workforce then will be much better. So because when you hire such kind of a people, then you train them.
Yeah.
That would be a
Because
good
I
combination.
know, let me give you example of two. I know two different tools. One is Magnus, and they have a very amazing tools for that is an AI tool for the HR, for the finance, for supply chain, for every department. So that AI tool can be used by the HR person or any person from any department. And there is another bot which is a Cody bot, and Cody bot basically you can customize your bot, and you can go at codify.ai and they can utilize that. Okay, so let's conclude the overall discussion. So how would you like to conclude our overall discussion on AI in workplace?
So I want to conclude that AI at workplace is now and future. So if you are still not learning that thing, if you're still looking for only the application and small tools, that is not the AI. It's more than that. At the workplace, if your efficiency is still you have issues of efficiency in a team or as an individual, then you are lacking AI touch in that area.
Yeah.
So sooner or later you have to start using AI and save your time. And once you save the time, start learning more about the advanced tools.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is what AI at the workplace can do for you.
Makes sense. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And at the end, I would like to know how would you like to be here at Pro AI Talks?
So thank you very much for that Pro AI Talks invitation, and I'm glad that I'm able to share my small knowledge with you guys. And I really appreciate that this kind of conversation which can help people in Pakistan and in our surrounding to grow, because I believe the podcast which can help and add value is much better than other gossips podcasts. So for me, Pro AI Active is on agenda. It can help people to learn, just like you are mentioning few applications. If we just need to go to the internet and even ask to the Google Gemini, and you ask them, it's all about you can get a multiple application, but without the mindset of AI, those applications wouldn't help you.
Exactly.
So I think if people can see these kind of podcasts and they can have a conviction. Okay, no.
Yeah,
so
we have another season as well. In this podcast, we are giving the opportunity to the AI experts who are in Pakistan and all the Pakistani AI experts all around the world. So they can come up here. They can share their insights and their innovations as well, because a lot of people who are working in AI in Pakistan, nobody knows them. Because they are introvert, they just go to their clients and they just sell their product and they are getting the money, their profit. But this platform is just to market themselves. Okay, so at least rest of the people or rest of the world, because we have chosen the English language, so we can spread our words all around the world. And in our second season, we are going to do the sessions in Urdu language basically. So all the people who doesn't have any kind of knowledge in AI, so at least they can understand in our own language. And we will do it online, because I want all the people who are working in AI, all the Pakistani people especially, you can speak Urdu language definitely. So they can come up there, they can share their insights and suggestions and anything they want to say, and and by that we are trying to help all the Pakistani people by this.
Great.
So thank you so much for your time. It was such a nice insights and nice time with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ammara. Thank you.
You're welcome.